Molweni, molweni. Oh, it's very windy. I hope you guys can hear me. Welcome to another Mahle video. Aibo guys. Moya. Thank you for clicking play. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because you might be new here, you don't know what content I'm all about. So please watch until you get to half the video, and if you like it, then like. If you get to the end of the video, then please do click subscribe, you know. So I understand, like, we're still getting to know each other. And for everybody who's been here since the beginning, or people who have just subscribed to the channel because of my TikTok, thank you so much. Like, thank you. Ngozi. Okay, so as you can see by the title of this video, we're having a tea time catch up. And today I'm having some mood tea, a sweet lullaby it's called, and it has rooibos, licorice, I think, and vanilla. I'm gonna try this out. Also, if you didn't know, rooibos is actually South African, and it's not really that easy to find. Like, if you get to buy like actual rooibos tea, just rooibos on its own, it's always like mixed with something else. Yeah, anyway, I'm doing a catch up. I think I last did one a month ago or 2 months ago, so I don't know how frequently I'm gonna do these, but I want to do one today because Ukel has been going through a lot. Hey, guys. So I think the last video I posted on the channel was me going on holiday, which was amazing, in the Gold Coast. Okay, let me do this. And because the water's hot and I don't have a table. So went to the Gold Coast, amazing time. But every time you travel with people, you learn something about them. So I learned a lot about my housemates, good and unexpected, nothing bad. So that was great. But when I came back, what you guys don't know is I had applied to do my master's. I can't multitask to save my life. Okay, so I had applied to do my master's and I got in. Got accepted and all. And the budget that I had, the budget that I had for my master's was literally like 10k less than it actually ended up being. And this is in Australian dollars, so this is not like in rands, like 10,000 rands. That I could have probably like managed somehow, but Australian dollars, but that's one thing I want to talk about, just an update on me doing my master's, what I'm doing my master's in, and why that whole process is so important and close to my heart, and why it had me crying and stressed out. Okay, and secondly, I did hit 50,000 supporters on TikTok, and then I hit like 70 supporters on TikTok, like in less than a week of that time frame. So I really wanted to celebrate that and thank everybody for coming onto this platform, and everybody that's here to also go on TikTok, because I share there most of my day-to-day, specifically just like my travel and being in Sydney. Okay, and then what's the third thing I want to talk about again? Oh, I did a Q&A on my Instagram. If you're not following me there, please do, because I answer a lot of questions on Instagram rather than on any other platform, to be honest. So Mahle_MAJ, that's how you find me on Instagram. So I did a Q&A there, and a lot of people asked me questions, and I also did a confession because I was like, why not? This is fun. So I'll be sharing some of those 3 things in this whole video today, and I'm gonna try and make this video short. Okay, let's start with my master's. If you don't know, I had been in a cult and I left, and I shared my story on my YouTube on this channel, and I also shared the story on TikTok recently, like yesterday, if not Friday, like recent, because somebody asked me about it, and I was like, you know what, let me do it. I know that platform is different from everything else, but let me do it. Also, if you don't have tea, go grab your tea. I'll wait. You're more than welcome to pause this video and make yourself tea. And write down below what type of tea you're making. What type of tea you're making. Okay. So because of Shinchinji, I've been like in a really good state afterwards. But a huge part of me has been just praying and asking God to unlearn all the things that I had learned there. And it's still hard for me to open my Bible and have quiet time by myself. So that's why I rely on going to church a lot for worship and praise. And I also pray more than I think I have in a very long time. But when you pray and when you worship, it's kind of like you giving to God. And it's very important that we also listen to God. So I needed a place where I can unlearn all those things and I can go to God with my own heart and my own pace. And just like, yeah. But that is very important to me, because if you know, when you leave such an environment, you feel like your identity is stripped away. Like you feel like you don't belong, nobody understands. And you feel very empty because they take away your purpose. So when you're walking around as a person who doesn't have purpose, who doesn't have goals or dreams or anything, you are basically an empty robot, because that's what they do. They're wanting to create robots for their mission. So they try to kill any form of individuality within you. So when you come out, it's not like that you're gonna gain all of those things back. No, you're still gonna struggle quite a lot. If you've seen some of my videos, there's literally a video of me just crying out because I didn't know who I was, and I'm still trying to figure out who I am now post that, you know. So I definitely need a place where I can learn the word of God without feeling like I'm being manipulated to learn somebody else's different agenda. But also I want to go to a school and learn it from people who have done the history and went to Egypt and found all these evidence, and you know the Hebrew definition of certain words and how it was translated, so that I am not fooled moving forward into thinking or believing in something somebody else is trying to what's the right word, impose, or the word in English now, project on me, you know. So that's why I had been praying about it, and I was really sure that that's something I want to do, and I was just praying that God helps me, you know, have the courage to do it, because I am working full time. And I had tried studying and working when I was at Red and Yellow, and I did it, but it was very hard for me because, well, I was junior at the time, still trying to prove myself in the workplace, and I was studying, and it was just so stressful. It was so stressful. So I had always told myself I'm never going back to school. But I've always also wanted to do my master's. I did not, however, want to do my master's in advertising, which I did in Red and Yellow, nor film and TV studies, which I did at TUT. I wanted to do my studies in something else, because I felt like in my career field, having a master's really adds no value to how high you get your salary or anything of that sort. So I've always just battled with going back to school to study something in my career field because of that, because it adds nothing and I'll be wasting money. So when this happened, I went to Hillsong Conference and realized they have Hillsong College, and there's a Master's of Arts in Hillsong College, and you can specialize in theology, missionary work, and Christianity worldview, and there's so many other things that you can study under the Masters of Arts. Then I was like, this is perfect, this is exactly what I needed. So I applied, and yeah, went through the whole process, getting all my things, my documents, my paperwork, submitting, going through all of it. And now the issue is the money. When I say the money, guys, I mean the money. It's a private college, and you can get like government support if you're Australian. So like how we have NSFAS, you can apply for a student loan and stuff like that. Australians can do that, but I'm an immigrant here, so I can't apply for it. So now I was so stressed. Like when I got the acceptance letter and I went through it, reading all my subjects and everything I needed to do, I just freaked out. Like I freaked out. Like I started just like having migraines, and like I got sick. I got physically sick. And I went to work on Wednesday, called a couple of friends, just trying to get some motivation, and I prayed about it. But like it was really hard for me not to believe that like God is faithful, because where I am right now, like look at what God has done. But it was just so hard to just like not plan and relax my mind and leave it to God, like, and be like, okay, Lord, this is something I want and I hope you make it happen for me, type of vibe. Because I think originally, no, I'm talking in this video, originally I had this mentality of like, I'm from a cult, so you owe me this. And now I don't have that anymore, because there's people in the cult that couldn't get out. The fact that God took me out is also a blessing on its own. So my mentality is not like that, whereby before I was like, you have to do this for me. So it was not really faith, but it was also like, I deserve this, so you will do this for me, you know. It was a weird dynamic that I had, but now I don't feel like that. So I have to actually practice faith and hope and believing that God will help me out, you know, and will be with me through this whole process. So I was crying because I was like, Lord, this is the only way I know how to get back to normal. This is my only hope in terms of just like not being a zombie, not being a robot, and finding myself again, and not always being in fear of somebody manipulating me. Like when I go to church, you have no idea how much I dissect every single thing the person in front says. And that's probably how we should be. We're supposed to do things, use discernment, but it's so hard to take anything in when you're doing that, because your heart is already closed off. You're already expecting incorrect information or revelation or understanding. So I was just like crying, because it's like, I don't know what to do after this. Like, if Andy at Hillsong College, then what am I gonna do? How am I going to get close to you? How am I not gonna have this fear, this you know, doubt? Like, my thing is, it's not even like I'm angry at Chinchiji. It's not even like I haven't forgiven them, because I know somebody did exactly the same thing they did to me to them. So it's not even that. It's the ability to not trust myself that is getting to me, because I was alert. I wasn't, and yes, what the right is, I was alert, I was focused, I was seeking God intentionally when I joined. So what's stopping that from not happening again, if that makes sense? So that is my fear, not trusting my own decision making, and not trusting my inner voice, or trusting God within me, you know. So yeah, but now I'm in a better state. I went out to a connect group and prayed, and there were 2 students from Hillsong College, and I realized most of them are studying and working at the same time. So that gave me a lot of relief in terms of the workload. And then I also, one of them shared their testimony with me, and it was really encouraging how she also didn't have a plan. She didn't have money to come to college, but God showed up in a very miraculous way. We still believe God answers prayers, and we still believe God does miracles. So if he can do miracles back then, he will do them now. And if he has done them for the past, I don't know how many months in my life, what would stop him from doing those now, you know? So I'm in a much better space right now, but I did freak out. And she was also encouraging me, letting me know that it's okay to freak out, you know? Yeah, so that's what's going on. I am going to start next year instead of starting now in August, because I don't have the money. I haven't saved up enough. So I'm gonna start next year, and hopefully I can finish my master's in 1.5 years or in 2 years the latest, because I'm gonna be doing it online, and my focus is work right now, and then school will be part of it as of next year. But your girl's doing her master's, and I'm gonna do a master's of arts. And you know, if you know Hillsong, they have Hillsong College, they have Hillsong Channel, and all of the media platforms, which is exactly what I am doing. I'm in advertising. So I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what God has in store, but all I know is I'm going to Hillsong for my own selfish reasons. That is to regain my trust in the Word of God and to regain my trust in myself. So yeah, that's what's happening. I'm doing my master's. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be challenging, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing next year. And then what was the other thing I wanted to talk about, because that was long. I totally rambled. But put in the comment section, what do you think? Like, is doing my master's a good thing? Are there other alternatives that you would suggest? But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do my master's next year. I'm very convicted about it. But let me know what you think about me doing my master's next year. Okay. I think the second thing I wanted to talk about was, totally forgot now. Let me think. While you type, let me think. College. Questions people had. I feel like there was something else in the middle. Okay, let me go rewatch and come back. Okay, so the second thing was hitting 50 and 70 subscribers, supporters on TikTok. Also, watching that video now made me realize how dry my lips are, but it is what it is. This tea is nice. I don't think you need to add any like honey to it. Tell me how your tea is going. You don't need to add any honey to it because it has vanilla, so that's nice. Okay, so I don't know what to do when I hit a huge number. Like, I genuinely don't know what to do. I'm trying to push that we get to 5K on YouTube, 5,000. Right now we're on 2.7 if I'm not mistaken, so I'm trying to push not to 3K. 3K is gonna be here, it's gonna be now, but I'm trying to push to 5K. So please do share these videos. That's how people actually come and subscribe and watch, is if you share it with a friend. Click on that share and then you share it on your WhatsApp to like a friend, one person or two people. That's how I get people to come and hear what's going on. And some people get awareness from this and some people just get someone they can relate with, you know? Yeah, but anyway, I want to do a giveaway. Last time I did a 500 Rand giveaway for 500 subscribers. So now I don't know what to do. My friend suggested that like when I hit 50K on TikTok was to buy roses, like 50 roses, and give away roses to females around the street and like write a sweet note. And I thought that was such a brilliant idea, but I hit 50K while I was in the Gold Coast, so I was busy and there was a lot going on, and now I'm already off above 50K. So I think on this platform, on YouTube, I want to hit 5,000 subscribers, then I'll do my giveaway. And if that happens to be the same time I reach 100K on TikTok, then that would be great. So any suggestions, please write them down in the comment section, because I don't know what to do. Like, I could easily just buy balloons and, you know, take a picture and say thank you, but that's not what I want to do. I kind of want to give to people. I want to say thank you in a way that's kind of meaningful, because I do appreciate the support. I'm in a different country. It's really hard to make friends, so I lean on the people that I'm talking to, you right now watching, more than you realize, because those are the conversations I'm having, those are the comment sections I'm reading, and I'm interacting with you guys. So I do want to do something for you to say thank you, you know? Yeah, so if you have any ideas, I'd really appreciate them in the comment section. That's the second thing. The third thing is, I ask people on my Instagram to do confessions and ask me questions, and the funny thing is with that is I use my phone to record. So I need to actually go write these down and come back and finish this video. Okay, I'm back. Whew, guys, I literally had to screenshot everything, send it to WhatsApp web, send it to my sister on WhatsApp web so I can actually read these. Right, this is probably your favorite part, the reason you clicked on this video, because yeah, question and answer section. Do Do you see yourself settling in Australia? I mean, a family and all. I do not know. I genuinely do not know. I've gotten this question multiple times, and yes, honestly, like, being here was so not in my plan that staying here is also like, if it happens, great. If it doesn't, I'm also okay. Like, honestly, they're right either way. And Dina, at this point, I actually don't even have a preference whether I'd rather be in South Africa or Australia. I think once I like make my own friend group and have close friends in Australia, I'll probably prefer staying this side. That's just my thoughts right now. Okay. Question number 2. What does your ideal work or personal life look like in 10 years? And in 10 years. My personal life, I would ideally like to not be working. Like, guys, I know this sounds so wrong, but I want to be a stay-at-home. Like, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home wife. I just want to be a stay-at-home. Like, I can't be a stay-at-home. That's it. That's what I want, ideally. But I also have had a passion for presenting. So I'd really like to host my own show. Not sure if it would be like, one gospel type of show, or it would be a lifestyle type of show, but probably a travel show where I get to travel around the country, around the world. That's ideally what I think I would like to do. Host my own show while traveling around the world. Yeah. Work-wise, can mean, guys, I don't know. But that would probably mean I'm still single, which is sad. How tall are you is the next question. I do not know how tall I am. We have a tape measure in the house, but it's going to take forever for me to find it. I don't know how tall I am. But I'm short. I'm really short. Next question. How did you get your first job in advertising industry with no experience? I've said this a couple of times. I believe that if you want to start off as an editor, do not take a job as a script writer. I don't care how junior you are, even if you are just volunteering your time. Do not volunteer your time in a different department or a different field you don't see a future in. That is what is the issue, because you end up having all these references that don't have any speciality whatsoever. So you become one of those people, there's nothing that you specialize in, but you're mediocre in everything. So how I got my job was starting at an internship, which paid little. At the time, I think the internship paid 1.5, and it was enough for my bus ticket, which was around 750, and for me to contribute at home, and that was it. So, but what was important for me was to not take any other internship. I remember I was offered an internship to be a location scout for big movie shoots, to like help them find locations, and I didn't take it. It was paying more, but I didn't take it because that's not what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be a producer. So I took an internship where I was an production intern, and I was getting less money. So to get experience is important, but getting the right experience for me is more important. Okay, so go to Studio Zoo, go to Mnet, go to all these places. It's fine if they're not paying you right now, but get the experience in the right field, in the right department you want to be in. Okay, that's my advice. Right. After such a serious chat, when was the last time you wet the bed? Probably when I was a child, but this is a story for another day. I did wet my car once. I was sitting and I was driving, and I couldn't get to the mall quick enough, and things just happened. Just one thing, just number one happened, and like, yeah, I didn't wet my bed. I haven't wet my bed, to answer your question, in a very long time. Next one. I really love your content and your personality. Of course. I'm moving to Australia in a few months' time, and I'm really getting a lot of insight from you. Glad you are doing great for yourself. Oh, that was just it. Thank you. Okay, thank you. all the best for moving to Australia, and let me know where in Australia you're moving to. I appreciate it. So all of these are not anonymous, so I can't even reach out to you. When are you dropping another YouTube video? Now. I am dropping it now. I have heard the cry. I am dropping. Dizwile ukukhala kwabalahlekileyo. But yes, I'm dropping it now. I heard the cry. Dropping it now. Are you ever going to come back to stay in South Africa? I don't know. I will definitely come back home. I do not want to not come home. Apart from just being homesick, I just think it's important for me to be part of my younger brothers growing up and my sisters like growing up. And when I went to TUT, we lost touch with my family. Like I was communicating with my parents a lot, and mainly on like student parent, like I need money for this, I'm struggling with this at school, or type of vibe. There was no real closeness, intimate relationship, and woke we have that. So I don't ever want to lose that, and me and my sister are so close right now. I love it. We talk all the time. I don't think it's older sister, younger sister relationship, partially because I have friends her age and I have friends older than her, like older than me, so it kind of balances it out for some weird reason, where we're friends now rather than Sisomdala, if that makes sense. She would never call me Sisomdala, by the way. But yes, I want to come back home. I don't have to stay forever, but I definitely want to come back home more frequently. I don't want to be here for 5 years and then go home. That for me is ridiculous. You're allowed to the side. If this is you, do the heart as well. Yay! Next question. Are you looking into a new relationship now that you've moved to Sydney? Yes, I am looking for a new relationship that now I am in Sydney. I've already gone out on one date. I'm not really into internet dating. So I don't know. I'm just like, let it happen authentically, organically, if it happens. But yes, I am looking for a relationship. I think that would be nice, having companionship and having someone to do things with. Was that it? Oh, no. Okay, I moved back now. Another one. I love you so much, and please upload more videos on YouTube. Okay. Very proud of you, Mahle. Stay blessed. Thank you very much. Please respond to my DM about noting the hours in English. Noting the hours in English? I'm not sure what that means. But I do try to respond to almost every DM, so I don't know who this is, and I'm not sure what the hour. I don't know I don't understand the question about noting the hours in English. I'm not sure that's what you mean. Okay. Hello, thank you so much for sharing information about applying and all. Why didn't you write the English test? I'm hoping that other question was about this. I didn't write the English test because the English test is supposed to prove that you can read, write, and speak English. But if you can prove that you can do that without having to write the test, then they accept any form of formal documentation. So that is the point. So that's what I did. I went to my high school and my primary school, reached out to them and asked them to confirm that I was taught all my languages in English and wrote all my exams in English, and they accepted it. So yeah. Next one, I'm in Sydney but tried to chat several times, but you never responded. Hope you're good. So this might sound harsh, but I didn't respond because you might look at my Instagram or look at what I post on social and like me, and that's great, but I also have the same responsibility to look at what you post and decide if I like you. So if I didn't respond to you, one, it's either a question I actually can't answer, I don't have the information to, and I'm still trying to find the information, or two, if it was a personal thing, I felt like that was too intrusive, but I do look at people's profiles. If you come with me on some let's hang out type of vibe, I will look at your profile and decide if this is someone I would like to hang out with. And if you're not, I'm not gonna push myself just because I'm alone here to now make relationships and friendships that I don't think are for me. But I hope that answers your question. I'm sorry that I didn't respond, but I can't respond to every single person, but I respond to most people. So it's actually weird that I haven't responded to you, because I respond to most people. Even if it's just a reaction, I really do respond. Okay, who was your crush in middle school? I didn't go to middle school. I had primary school and high school. Primary school, I had a crush on the boy that I dated roughly. I think his name was Bongi. Everyone calls him Kop now. I had a crush on him because we went to the same primary school. And in high school, also a boy I ended up dating much. What do I do for a living and how did I get here? I've shared a video about this. Please have a look at that one, both on TikTok and here on YouTube. But I'm in advertising. I make ads. Next one. Thank you for speaking up about Shinchanji. You and all the others who did made me feel less alone and not stupid for falling in such a trap. I hope Netflix contacts you soon to make a documentary about them. I think I might know who this is. I think I might know. But sharing my story was really hard for me. Opening up, I also felt very stupid and naive to fall into that trap. But I knew that there were so many people who had left Shinchanji who needed some form of validation and needed somebody to talk to. So of all the people, I never ever not respond to a Shinchanji question, because I know how depressed I was when I was in that state. So I was just doing it so that you know that you're not by yourself. So thank you for realizing and acknowledging that, because it was really hard for me to speak about it, you know. And you are not stupid. You are not stupid. Oh, yeah. Ha, ha. Okay, question. Are you straight? Yes, I am straight. Your favorite hobby? Netflix. Probably ice cream places. I enjoy discovering new ice cream places, so I would say that's a hobby. Just learned that a close friend is in the cult you're in. How do I help? I also get these questions. What is hard for me to respond to is because I tried leaving 3 times with no one helping me, just by myself, and it was hard. I can imagine if somebody was trying to get me out, I would have stayed longer, because that's what Shinchanji says. They say people don't want you to know the good news. They don't want you to receive this new hidden message. So when someone is taking you out, you're basically saying that what Shinchanji has been preaching to us is true. So that's why it's hard to recommend that you do much. I would send my video, I would send Jess's video to that person and say, oh my God, have you seen this? Or act as if you're naive and get their response and their reaction, and you know, ask them questions like, this is crazy, oh my God, I hope I never get to this point, or something like that, or whatever. But just know that, be there for them, so that when they do want to come out, or when they've made up their mind to leave, they have somebody to talk to about Shinchanji. So just open that platform up. That's what I would suggest. How old are you? I am 28, turning 29 on the 1st of November, and I'm hoping we can hit that 5K by the 1st of November this year, and 100K on TikTok by the 1st of November. That would be the ideal birthday gift. Favorite food? Right now I'm really liking laksa soup. It's I think Chinese soup brothy thing. It's amazing. But I also love tacos. Not hard shell, soft shell tacos. If soulmates exist, have you ever connected with the one that got away? Sometimes utando lunaman. One that got away. One that got away. No, I don't believe there's one that got away. And in terms of soulmates, I don't believe there's one person in the world that's meant for you. I believe that, like love, you choose to love every day. So if you choose somebody to love, I believe God will honor that. And if you do things right and respectfully, I believe God will honor that. Soulmates, not sure I believe in those. I feel like it's just an excuse. That whole soulmate thing, I feel like it's an excuse to not fully commit, to end relationships, to reason why you're by yourself because you haven't met your soulmate or whatever. I don't believe in soulmates. I believe in you find someone that you have common interest and common purpose and you make it work. I don't believe there's someone like that in my past. That it's because everyone in my past, I did my best. Like I went back so many times that I should have left maybe the second time I went back, but I tried. Like I was depleted by the end of the relationship, that there was nothing else for me to give. So I don't believe there's someone in my past that is my soulmate. Okay, how many stuffed animals you own? 0. I collect plants now rather than stuffed animals. How's the relocating? Are you an au pair? No, I'm not an au pair. Relocating has been okay. It's been good. It's been hard at times. I'm meeting new people. I just miss my people, if that makes sense. Because remember, Australians have a different culture and a different sense of humor. And because it's multicultural as well, there's so many differences that don't clash, but they're just differences. So I just miss people getting my jokes, getting my sense of humor, getting my sarcasm. And I miss what I just call us, honestly. And even back home when I was in Pretoria and Joburg, I was speaking a lot of English because but at least I could speak Zulu or, freestyle my Tswana or Spitori. But Apa, it's different. So I miss speaking the language. I miss food, but it's been okay. I think it's been okay. Okay, this is a confession. I wish I had your life. We don't wish, we pray, we put things into motion and we trust God to fulfill according to His plan and purposes for our lives. You got another confession, got suspended. I'm very curious to know what you did to get suspended or what happened for you to get suspended, because my mind always goes to naughty places for why people get suspended. I don't know why. I like your vibe. No, I am crushing on you. Thank you. And Saplash, thank you. Aibo, it should be noted, I've always had a crush on you ever since you were in that live with Lemmy. Yo, guys, I was in a live with Lemmy Loco before I moved to Joburg. Then I moved to Joburg. Then we did an ad with Lemmy for Standard Bank. So that was weird, but it was fun. It was fun. We spoke for a bit and we exchanged numbers and he spoke to his agent and stuff like that. It was cool. But thank you for having a crush on me. I don't know what to say to that. I'm 19 but find you cute ASF. Keep on moving. 19, keep on moving. I made out with my teacher. Was it good? That's my first question. Was it good? Also, what type? If you're saying teacher, that means you're in high school, because you should be saying lecture if you're in varsity. Like, that toxic relationship. Let's start there. An older man should not be allowing himself to have such feelings for you, and let alone act out on them. But you're also not the victim. You're not, because you knew exactly what you were doing. But you know where the danger is. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing at this one because it's actually serious. You need to cut that out. It's actually a toxic relationship that is gonna form a huge foundation as to how you see men moving forward. So Don't set yourself up. The Bible says flee from evil. And I'm not saying he's evil, but the whole situation has nothing that worships God. There's nothing about it that says positive, future. No, none of it. Okay. Yo, this is a long confession. I once asked Mahle for advice about a particular church. Just wanted to know if she continue just being friends with them because they were nice people. Long story short, Mahle advised me not to. I thought in my mind, God, well, what's the harm? Would this cause? What the harm? God, well, what harm would this cause? I should have listened to Mahle because wow. I'm not always right. I'm not always right. I'm pretty sure I gave you that advice based on your definition of what was happening in that relationship with the church and the people in the church. So I hope it's never too late to cut ties. It's never too late to leave toxic environments. So I really hope you make the best decision for yourself. Oh, confession, I miss you. I don't know who this is, but I probably miss you too. But yeah, thank you guys. And my battery was on 20%, so I'm really hoping that we're recording this whole time. Thank you guys. Please, if you got to the end of this, I'm not sure what to comment. There's like so many things. There's like waiting my car, there's confessions, there's so much, there's masters, there's a lot. So probably comment what type of tea you're having, and do let me know in the comment section anything you want to say about all these 3 things: masters, giveaway for subscribers and followers and supporters, and what was your favorite confession out of these, and what was your favorite question out of these. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye.